This video concludes the Mooc. You will have the opportunity to review the contents covered with the presentation of diagrams and summaries. You will also receive some instructions for the final assessment. Furthermore, you will be asked to answer a satisfaction questionnaire on the Mooc proposal. Do you feel flipped now? The Mooc has guided you to discover flexible and inclusive teaching that overturns traditional teaching learning schemes by placing the student at the center of the process. The teacher becomes an engine of learning by designing paths that make students increasingly active, autonomous, and aware of the learning processes. The contents of the Mooc have been designed to immerse you in the pedagogical principles of the flipped classroom and flexible education, to let you experience the FLED toolkit environment through the use of patterns and scaffolding. You were able to broaden your view to a horizon of inclusiveness, and finally you interacted with the community in an educational and constructive exchange. All this while also having fun in the FLED garden. Now you are able to design flexible and inclusive learning scenarios in a high-tech environment, with the possibility of feeling part of a teaching, learning community that compares and supports each other. Here are some infographics on patterns that will be useful as a reference point in designing your future flexible learning scenarios. The first one summarizes the key decisions for an effective flipped classroom in higher education. The second one regards self-regulation. The third one helps with team regulation. And the last one gives important indications about the exchange of constructive feedback. You can find them at the link on the bottom. Remember that scaffolding strategies are important both for teachers' instructional design and for students because they guide and support the learning process effectively, making students autonomous and aware. Inclusivity is part of the teaching and learning process, and we empower our students to live it as a state of mind. This is another infographic, this time about the proposed gamification experience, a fun way to participate and build flexible learning communities. All we have to do is move on to the assessment phase. In the attachments, you will find instructions for independently designing your flexible design using the toolkit environment. The directions will guide you step by step. It will also be an opportunity to review some passages and/or contents. Consider this part as a further learning phase. Access the tool and start preparing your design. You can save the draft and only when you feel satisfied, publish it to share it with the community. In fact, your design will be evaluated by a colleague. To do so, use the evaluation rubric that we have prepared and which you can find in the attachments. You will have to do the same with another colleague's work. At the end of the Mooc, you will receive the FLED Open Badge, the digital certification, symbol of the skills and soft skills acquired, which are configured as devices capable of recounting the goals achieved in the learning paths undertaken. Last but not least, we will also ask you to answer our online questionnaire on the Mooc, a tool to improve the Mooc thanks to participant feedback. We have reached the end of our journey. We thank you for the time you dedicated to our proposal. We hope to meet you soon in our community. Flip with us. The FLED Consortium.